afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Let's see. Tommy J, Bobby, time to get going. Cobus, E.T., um, Brock, how are you doing? Let's see. Nikki was here, and I've been reading it, and thanks, Nikki. I guess Nikki's been a member for 5 months, I think it said. Let me go back and look. Yeah, 5 months. Wow, we're almost up to 20. And like I said, when we get to 20, I'm gonna do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I gotta do something. Figure out something to do. Probably be I don't know. Probably be members only live streams. Um, let's see. I think I caught everybody. Did I? If I don't, I didn't. I think I said hi to Cobus. Oh, my wife's here. Imagine that. Good morning, dear. She's on the road. She took off at 5 a.m. this morning with her two bosses to go to Korat for a meeting today. I don't think she'll be back until like 6 or 7 o'clock tonight. So, good morning, dear. Everybody's saying hi to her. Cool. And I thought, where did I see it? Why are you tripping? How you doing? Glad you can make it in. Thanks, everybody. Um, let's see. I haven't really, not that I set up any kind of topics or anything for any of the live streams, but if anybody's got anything they want to talk about, I don't know. I don't have anything really going for today. Although I have decided I'm going to put everything on hold for the rest of for 3 months or 4 months on the house here. I need to recoup for a while. I need to go out. I might do a little road trip with Mitch. He's supposed to be back in a couple weeks or a week or something. We're working on getting together and maybe doing a little road trip around whatever that area over there in Pattaya, Jantiem. Go do something. We haven't decided. Hey, Jake. So we'll see what happens. Maybe 4 or 5 days or something. Anyway, I need to get out and about and around, and I think I need to. I'm going to finish the Thai kitchen's pretty much done. I have to I have to take a little. I'll do a short on that. The only thing I think that I missed from the last time was the painting on the outside and the cabinetry that they put up in there. So maybe I'll give my mother-in-law a little warning so she can make it look nice, and I'll do a little 15-second short or something, or 60-second short. Yeah, my wife's saying hello to everybody. Cool. Um, so, and then I'm going to do the outside deal, which is about a 3 meter by 2 meter on the right before the coming from the backyard, right before the Thai kitchen, an area that's going to cover the washing machine, and then also on that they'll pour some more concrete, and that'll be the area where they'll have the rack to dry the clothes. And then I'll start cleaning up the backyard and doing little stuff and getting ready. But I'm going to put it off for 2 or 3 months. I need to. I've been going strong a year on this place, over a year now. So I need to just relax for a couple of months is what I do. And I was talking to my wife about it, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Why are you tripping? Thank you very much. Cool. Oh, that's 19. One more, and we'll start. Hey, Dowlow, how you doing? Um, we'll start. We'll start doing something. I don't know what it is, and I don't even know what it is. Is it 99 cents? I tried to get, like I told you before, they wouldn't. Google wouldn't let me go any lower because they take almost all of it anyway. I think out of all I'm looking at, everybody knows everything goes to my wife and goes back to Thailand. But I think for the 18 members that was on there, it was $11.20 a month. So to come into the channel that goes back into Thailand, um, I don't know, it's half that or something. Google takes an enormous amount of money. It's crazy. But anyway, so that's going to be that. But whatever I'm going to be doing, I'll be creating some kind of content, whether it be traveling on the Forza, maybe trying to do a camping thing. I'm still trying to. I got to buy a few things, not much, maybe 8,000 baht worth of stuff to actually do it. But now it's hot, so I don't know. I know I want to talk to Mitch about what the temperature was like up in Chiang Mai up there in the hills, although that's far away. But we have some hills and stuff around here too. So I don't know. I'll have to check into it. But that's just one of the things that could possibly be for content. I want to do some more on the Forza. I want to do some stuff on the Koi, but mainly it'll probably be going and visiting everybody over in Pattaya and stuff like that. I still want to get over to the Wombat, and I didn't get to go there the last time I was there. So between Tom and Mitch and everybody over there, that's like the local pub now for everybody. So I want to get over there, get there. So I'll probably go spend 3 or 4 days, and then if Mitch wants to go cruise around somewhere, we'll go cruise around somewhere. Now that I have the car, although I hate to take it away from my wife, she's probably listening now. But she doesn't want me riding the Forza, and if I'm going to take the car, I might as well take somebody with me. So that's like, what did I miss here? Trying to see if I'm caught. If you guys are asking anything or just saying hi to everybody, and everybody's posting links. Cool, thank you very much, guys. So that's like half street, Pad Thai. Yeah. You know, I don't know. It's funny with I don't know how they get away with doing that. You know, that's why I guess most people say, oh, go ahead and if you're gonna give or whatever, do it through PayPal. Well, that's why, because I think PayPal only takes like 2%, and Google takes like 40% or something. I don't know the exact. I'm not into the money. It all goes to her, so it doesn't really matter, except that the more the merrier to go back to Thailand. But whatever it is, I appreciate everything that everybody does for this channel. Oh, she's in Korat now. Okay, cool. She's already there. What time is it? Oh, I guess so. She left at 5, 6, 3 hours. It's about right. So, hey Ron, how you doing? So you didn't get blocked. Ron said he thought he got blocked. Good, I'm glad to see you. Robert, how you doing? How far will the car go on a single charge? I'm guessing. I don't really know, Robert, to tell you the truth, because the motor, you can't just like. Maybe you could shut the motor off and see how far it could go. I don't know. I'd have to check into that. I'm guessing it's probably like the other ones. 300-400 kilometers, 300-400 clicks. I'm guessing. I don't know. Maybe there is some. The almighty Google might know. I don't know, but I really, really like it. I'm going to do a review on it, and maybe it'll be when I'm meeting up with Mitch or whatever. But I really like it, man. It's awesome. It's an awesome vehicle. I've never owned anything like that. It doesn't make you feel like you're driving a golf cart, which would have been my first impression of an electric car, would be driving a golf cart, because that's the only all electric vehicle I've ever driven in my life. It's really amazing. I don't know. I'm digging it. And like I said, for the price wise, I think that Mark said that he wanted to buy a Fortuner, which is the one that Chuck has, and a lot of people have them here. Just gas. They're not electric or whatever, or hybrids. But it was, I think the cheapest model is like 1.2. So this one at 890 was, I think it was a bargain. For the cars that we were looking at that were in the high sixes, and I mean high sixes, 680, 690, so almost 7. So for under another couple 100,000 baht, I think this one's way worth it. So I haven't driven a bunch of the other ones, but I still want to drive that MG. Gary will probably jump in here soon, that all-electric one. And I know that I think Jake was interested in that one too. And I might go drive it too, Jake. And if I do, I'll do a little video on it just for people that are interested on all electric. And I might go that way down the road. But this is pretty much the same thing. I mean, I always thought, and I don't know how the Priuses work. In fact, if Gary does pop in, maybe he can enlighten me anyway, and other people might know. But I always thought that it ran either way. I mean, it would run on the batteries, but it would also be driven by the petrol motor. But like this one, this isn't the case. It's a three-cylinder generator or alternator. It just keeps that lithium, or those lithium batteries, whatever's in there, I don't know if there's 1, 6, 9. I don't know. But it just keeps. It's a charging system, So it's basically running off electric the whole time. The air conditioner is top notch. My wife was scared because she said that when she was reading all the stuff on the Thai, people said was that the air conditioner was extremely cold, 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 cold. So she was worried that I was going to freeze her out, which I did. But I just told her just bring a blanket. Yeah, the MG, and I probably will go look, Jake. I'll let you know. I mean, I'm retired, so I don't have much to do anyway. I got to get going and doing something, like I said. I want to take a trip on the Forza, maybe a 2 or 3 day something close. I don't know where, and I'll document that, and maybe even do live streams from the on the road. And I'm sure that I will when I go with Mitch. We'll probably both do one. Both get on and do one. And he's done a couple of them. Hell, I think he got 50 plus more than me in that first live stream he did. So um, we'll have some fun anyway. Did I see you saying Robert? Robert, I'm thinking. Let's see. Hey Johnny, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're well. I know you weren't feeling good for a while back, back a ways. I don't know what Ron John. Oh, I guess maybe you're talking. I don't know who you're talking to, Brock. I'm thinking that the engine will be a constant RPM, just the power required from it will vary. Yeah, I'm trying to remember it. It's quieter. I can tell you that than maybe a gas-driven vehicle inside, and there's some kind of a dampening. I haven't tried that yet. There's a quiet button or something that you can push that I don't know what it does, but supposedly it's supposed to make it quieter for a short period of time. I think if you're on the phone or something. I don't know. But I don't know. I wanted to drive that MG anyway. So I definitely will probably do that. And if I do, like I said, I'll do a short one. I won't do anything long. Most of the stuff, I don't know. Most of the stuff that I've been doing video-wise is, except for the ones when we went to Koh Chang, but the other ones are 7 to 10 minutes, 9 minutes. I think that's about good enough. I mean, people get how much do you want to watch of anybody's life or whatever? And mine isn't even like travel vlogging like Chuck and James and Joe, and I don't see any reason to do that. I mean, they've done it all. They've been everywhere. That isn't what. Like I say, I like the live streams. I like the interactions. I like it a lot. And like I said, I don't have to type or spell, so it's a good thing. Johnny's saying was busy with paperwork, BS with the house build. Seems they spend more time with the paper shuffle than they do the build. I can agree with that. Well, when I sell Johnny's car here, I can buy whatever we want. Yeah, I don't know. You're probably in a conversation with somebody, but Bobby. But are you leaving a vehicle there? Are you planning on going back and back enough to warrant leaving one? I've got my wife's. What is it? 2008 Saturn View. It's the new body style one. Nice car. And it basically became mine when I bought her that Jeep Red Hawk or whatever the hell it was. That was the last car. She loved that car. Anyway, it's sitting there, and I have no way to register it or do anything. It's at my mom's house, so I'm gonna end up having to pay I'm guessing $1,000 or something when I get back. It's been 2 years that it hasn't been registered, maybe more. I mean, the damn car ain't worth but $5,000-6,000 maybe, and but my plan is to go back every 4 months. So I think it warrants to have it there because I'll usually, when I go back, I'll spend 3 weeks, just under a month, and I'll be going all around, all the way up to Redding, Northern California. My son's above me in Central California. My nephews had my house above Fresno. So I'm going to keep it, but I don't know about other people that come here. Do you keep your vehicles? Soap bar car, metallic frame, cardboard body, feed power like the Flintstones. Yeah, that would be Yeah, that would be cheap. Although I think we figured it was 17. I looked on the thing. It does the estimations or whatever. 17.3 um, uh, kilometers to the liter. So I think it was like in the low 40s. I'm guessing 41, 40. So I don't know what a Fortuner gets. Does anybody? Thanks, ET. Does anybody know what the Fortuner gets? I think Mitch said like 20 or 18 or something. I don't know. I'd be curious just to know. Not that it really makes that much difference. I just put gas in it. I don't. Let's see, Gator said, do you have found your niche with the live stream? Yeah, I like it. It's fun. Um, and I'll do some stuff, but I mean, it's basically just me. It's my life here, and just like anybody else. Chuck says the same thing. It's his experiences. That's what he's documenting, and I just don't have that many experiences. He's on the road. Uh, they're both on the road continuous. Joe too. And James. I'm not in that position, so I think they've got pretty much it all covered. So I don't need to go into that anyway. So let's see, Ozzy and Asia. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Good morning to you. Down low, hello. 10, maybe. What do we? Let's see. What did I miss? Let's see. Rock is explaining to Robert. Think it's like a decent generator. They run off a fixed RPM, but when the generator is loaded down, the fuel is increased to keep the RPM stable. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it tells me it's scary as in my mind as far as if something breaks, I'm screwed. Me personally, but like I said, they covered I think 3 years worth of their whatever their maintenance program is, and all the oil changes is zero baht to me, which is kind of cool. So they make it worthwhile to want to get one. And then, like I said, her being a government employee, she got a little extra bonus. Hey, Robert, how you doing? Robert's been doing some live streams from Vietnam too. In case I'm sure everybody on this channel knows Robert. So anyway, try to catch Robert. He's having fun now. You can see the smile on his face. I think he's happy to be in Vietnam, back here in Asia. Everybody's saying hello. Did I miss anything? If I miss anything, guys, go ahead and put it back up, because I think I'm behind already. American in Thailand. How you doing? I don't know if I've met you before, but welcome. How you doing? Yes, saw Robert in Saigon yesterday. Yeah, and I missed it too. Can you imagine? Me trying to push Robert, and I'm not even getting there. But I've seen a couple of them, and I see, of course, after the live, I watch it again or watch the replay. As I'm drinking my coffee. So yeah, I guess the cars was the subject I was on. Um, yeah, I'm kind of curious. Maybe if somebody knows that what they're going to do, are they just going to, when they do go back to visit back in the U.S. When retiring here, they're just going to, in-laws or somebody there, or aunts, uncles, and brothers, sons, children, grandchildren, do they have extra cars that you can take one for the week or two that you're there? Or are you just going to rent one? Well, I would imagine that'd probably be the easiest. Wouldn't have to inconvenience anybody. I always had a lot of vehicles. When people would come, they could take, whatever. I had the Expedition at one time. I had an assortment of cars, so it wasn't a problem. I don't know where it is. This is the one. These little bitty, what I call shot glasses, are Starbucks. They came with the little machine, or the coffees that my wife bought for that little machine she got me. So I don't know. Hey, did I miss Dip Media? I guess I did. Hey, Dip Media, how you doing? Where are you? Did I get? Been here for a while, and I just am not seeing you. Anyway, how you doing? Um, let's see what Dal was saying. Canceled our one night at the hotel. Saved a $360 change cam. Just in time. Yeah, what is it? Does anybody know exactly? Hey, Jam, how you doing? Does anybody know exactly what the deal is? I heard the Thailand pass is going out, and now I'm hearing that it's still going to be here after May 1st, and it's going to be June. It's going to be gone, or July or something. But I think everything else is gone, right? If you're vaccinated, you just come on down. I'm guessing. Now imagine that. I guess they have to verify it, so maybe the Thailand pass is going to now be. We're going to check and see if you're vaccinated. Pass. I don't know. Of course, I always say check, but I should probably check more. I'm always saying I've got time, and I never do it. But I'm imagining they have to do something to check to make sure that you're vaccinated. But my understanding is if you're vaccinated, you can come right in. Which I think that has to be that way. Hey, Dip Media, how you doing? There you are. Are you going to document the build in Udon whenever? Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely. And anything that I do once I do start the house, I might, when I say I'm not going to do anything here and we'll take a break for 2, 3, 4 months, I might still like raise the land in Ubon because that needs to set for a year. I may bring the electric to the property there so I can, maybe I'll punch a well for 10,000 baht, and I got to have a water supply. I'm reading up on the tilapia farming type thing. Not that it's going to be a big deal, but what the stocking rates are and the feeding rates and the growth times and all that kind of stuff, just for my personal understanding of it. But I'm going to need a water source. I'm going to need to top that thing up and run water in and out of it for a bunch of reasons, one of which water quality, and stuff like that. So, plus I'm going to want to keep the depth. If you look at those pictures, it's about half full, so it's 1.5 meters deep where it should be. I'd like it to be 3 meters. I'd like it to be all the way to the top. So I could be doing, and if I do that stuff, of course I'll enlighten everybody and do videos on the well again and all that. But he told me for a 4-inch well, he was saying about 10,000. He said the water's great in that area because he's right up the street. All that land on both sides of the street, all the way back down to where his place is all family land. So he said the water is really good. So, which is good to hear, because my water here, I'm trying to change. I had one pump go down. I had to switch over to another pump. I've got to have a pump redone now, or something's wrong with it. It's brand new, but trying to get the brother to here to take it and all that kind of stuff. It's so cheap. I'm just going to have somebody look at it and fix it, whatever's wrong with it, so I have a backup. And until I get situated to exactly how I'm going to run the filtration system that I need to use that water out of that well, it's going to sit. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. The one on the other property will definitely be solar. I won't go any different. And another thing too, I didn't bring it up. I just thought about it. When we moved into the house, I had a bunch of people ask me, with the new air conditioners and all this kind of stuff, how's your electric bill been and all that? Well, I never really checked into it, but I did recently because I guess for January and February it was like 4,500, which is good. That under 5,000, and I'm happy with 5 air conditioners and the kids and my mother-in-law and everybody here. Well, all of a sudden, my wife said last month they gave us a bill that said 0 baht, and there's a problem with the meter. We don't know what it is. When we figure it out, we'll do it. She can't use her app to get it. This is one problem that I ran into in Thailand so far. Basically, whatever they want to do, they can do. They're the electric company. They've got a monopoly. You don't use them, they shut off your electricity and you're done. Bottom line. So they drive up yesterday, hand my daughter a bill and said this needs to be paid by tomorrow or we're shutting off the electricity. 17,000 baht for 2 months. So my wife gets on, my mother-in-law and father-in-law go down there. Of course, I can't. I'll go down there. I'll probably lose my cool, and whatever it was, they probably looked back. What was the most expensive bill they ever had since they've been here or whatever, and that would have been 8,000 I think at the other house, when something ran continuously and stuff. It was a freak, and I think they just said just charge them whatever the max was for that. They had a problem. They either didn't read the meter, they screwed up somehow, the meter stopped. I don't know what it was, but she had to pay them 9,700 baht for 1 month yesterday in order to keep the electricity on. And there's still going to be, what is it, 7,800 or something that has to be paid on the 3rd. So for 2 months, 17,000 baht. It's ridiculous. It's almost as much as the freaking mortgage payment on the house. So anyway, basically, if there's no fighting, I mean, I could go down and make an ass out of myself and for no reason. Even with my wife. My wife said she went down there and how come I don't get this on my app? And they just said, we don't know. Go away. That was their attitude. Well, what can I do on this? Just pay. If you don't want to pay, we'll shut it off. It's like they, and it was similar, in the U.S. where I am. We had PG&E, Edison, all that, but it was still a monopoly. Up where I lived in the Sierras, I could only get PG&E, I think it was, or Edison, one of the two. I couldn't get the other one, so I couldn't, say, oh, you're too high and your rates are bad. I'm going to use this one. It's freaking monopoly all over. At least it was in California. I don't know what it's like in the rest of the U.S., but that's exactly the way it is here in Thailand. So it looks like I went over with my wife. I don't know, in the United States you use so many kilowatts or whatever it is, and if you go over that, the price goes up. There's a tiered deal here too. But we looked at it, and they come and look at it somewhere around the 21st or 22nd. So every 21st or 22nd, I'm going to go out there and take a picture of the meter with my phone. And if they're all reasonable, somewhere around 5,000, then I got no problem. If it jumps up again, then I will fight it somehow. I don't know how. Showing them probably won't be good enough. But they're just like, it's really weird because my wife said the people that actually come out and read the meters, they're like day workers. Hey, we'll give you, 200 baht if you go out and read meters A to Z, for us. And I guess some of them just, put down whatever they want and go to the bar. They could do whatever they want. So, and I guess it used to be, they have smart meters where I was in California now. All right, I'm rambling. What did I miss? Did I miss anything or did I get it? Let's see. Hi, Dave. New to the channel. I want to make koi pond, mix cement, but very worry chemicals, some from cement. How can it be safe for koi? Thank you for the answer. If you look on, I don't know. I'm going to be doing the same thing. What it is, they cure it somehow. The problem that you have with concrete, raw concrete, is the lime and everything in the concrete that leaches out will drive the pH way up. Can they live at 9, 10 pH? Yes. The problem is if you have any problem with ammonia, it is deadly, 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 even the most minute amount at pHs that are high. So what they did was they took banana trees, they cut them up dead, cut the stalks in half, and they throw it all in the water, and they let it sit. And they do have videos on YouTube about it, and I'll be watching them too. Plus, there's a couple of places, the koi place down here. The guy said he would help me treat it, and get it seasoned in, I guess it would be. And what they do is they leave it sit there, and somehow it must be an acidic, the banana tree. I don't know. But they wait like weeks and weeks until the little bugs start growing in the water. Once they start seeing all the bugs in the water, they know that the water's safe for fish. They bring it up, they wash it down, fill it up, take a couple of tests, and then it's fish safe. But it didn't look like it was that hard of a process to do. But so I'll be doing it too. So we'll see who's first. If you're first, I'll try to get information from you. But that's my understanding. Now there are paints for it. There's other ways to do it, but this just seems so simple. They use it for all their stuff. If they're growing shrimp or tilapia or whatever, if they're making concrete ponds, they do it the same way, and they do it the same way in the Philippines, in Thailand, in Southeast Asia, are all over. The ones that I found that were easier for me to understand were actually the ones in the Philippines because they pretty much speak English. So it was easier for me to understand what they were saying. But there's a bunch of them out there. Put in concrete koi pond treatment, seasoning, something like that, and you'll probably get a bunch of information. And I'm glad that you found the channel. Let's see. What did I miss? Hello, Thailand. Going to convert to solar in a few years. Then you, yeah, I know exactly. That's what I'm telling you now. If I do anything in Ubon, or when I do, I'm going to definitely be trying to go completely green and going solar. Excuse me. All right, Brock and Jake are here. Hold on, let me see if I catch up here 1 second, guys. Miss Jared. Sir, have you seen my husband? That's pretty good. Hi to Jam Run Places. Cool. I'm glad you're saying hi. That's kind of the way this is here. Hey, Expat Pete. Everybody's kind of like a family, help one another, whatever we can do for one another. If it's something no one knows here on the channel, then we'll try to find out. Hey, Tom, how you doing? Let's see. Sam, California time. I think I'm caught up. There's Joe. Hey, Joe. Hello, everyone. There's 8. Raise 0 in the 5th. Or no, in the 8th. God, sorry, my eyes are bad. I'm going so. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it just kind of freaked me out because that's outrageous. That amount of money. Hey, Jake.
Good morning.
Hey, Brock. How you doing, Brock?
Doing well. I thought you'd rambled enough. I'd come in and take over the channel.
Yeah. I've been through my rambling deal. Hey, Tim.
Okay.
Great minds think alike, Brock. How are you doing
tonight? Yeah, it's it just the last thing really it wasn't. I don't know. I mean, when you really think about it, 9,000 baht is what, $300. My electric bills normally in any house that I was at in California were $400, $500, $600 a month. So I've always had high electric bills because usually I had where I was at, I was way in the middle of nowhere. Most of the stuff was electric hot water heaters, which are just absolute killers. And I changed them over in most of the places I was at, but I've always paid above 400, a month. So when you look at it relative, it isn't like it's this enormous amount of money. Is it to a Thai person? Yeah, you bet. Or anybody, even a foreigner that's on a fixed income and is only bringing in 1,200 US a month or something, or whatever they've got, that would be a killer. And like I said, especially like my wife said when she was in there was people that were same thing. They had 500 baht 1 month, 500 baht the next month, 500 baht, then 2,500 baht, then 500 baht, and 500 baht. And they said, why? We did absolutely nothing differently. And, my wife says that most of them, they just said, they break it down for you, spread it out, just like they do in the U.S., over a few months and make it so that you could at least pay it. And but it's hard, it's horrible. But, to me, like I said, to me it was like I didn't want to pay 300. In my mind, when I moved into this house with the pond and the pool and everything, I wanted to keep it right around 6,000. and that's still quite a bit of money for, a lot of people aren't paying 6,000-8,000 for their rent, to rent a one bedroom here. I know there's a two bedroom right now for 4,000 baht. So I don't know. Okay, I rambled again. Let's see. Latest video. What is that? Tom's? There's Tom's.
Who's
I
got
think
the
that's the one
dog
from
barking in the background? Is that Toby or Pancake? Who's going?
No,
That's
probably
Pancake.
Pancake.
She's barking
Yeah,
at something at the backyard.
Some scoundrel, I'm sure.
Yeah, somebody's making a noise out the backyard.
Uh-oh. Let's see.
She's
Okay,
getting
I think
old
I'm
and
caught up.
cranky.
I don't think anybody asked anything. Ask it again because I obviously have missed it. But I think everybody. Hey Raymond, how you doing? Uh, I think everybody's just saying hi to everybody, which is always cool.
Ron brought up a good point. He says most ties use fans; they don't use AC. I mean,
Yeah, no, and I think my wife's usually. Now I am going to try to put, or not. I'm going to put in the apartment that we have for the kids now because they're not staying in the private school boarding there. They're actually staying in the one bedroom apartment that we have there, but it doesn't have any heat on the hot water and it doesn't have air conditioning. But I think hers is normally a couple hundred baht, 200-300 baht a month. So it's ridiculously cheap. But they don't spend. That's why they don't have air conditioners. We gave one to the brother that watched the house, one of the ones, because I had four. We took four. We still have three now left over. They're newer. They worked fine. They're not inverters, but we gave it to him. But he's got to come up with 3,000 baht to put it in. So
Man.
I told her we might help him with that. But most people, even if I did that, even if I went in there, paid the 3,000 baht, had somebody put the air conditioner in, he might run it the first month and go, "Oh, this is so nice," until he got hit with 1,000 baht electric bill, and then the thing never run again. So that's why I'm hoping to get him into when we do build something, which now it sounds like it's going to be, if we do build, it's going to be a 3 bedroom. He'll have 1 bedroom in the house to live on the property, make sure everything's taken care of, and then when we come, we'll have 2 bedrooms to do, and then he won't have to worry about it because it'll either be on solar or I'll be paying the electric bill.
I don't know, Jay, that sounds dangerous. Like somebody's going to throw you under the sucker bus here on.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it will. Yeah, all the trolls will love it. Oh, you're going to get taken for more money, more money. Thank God bless it. It's my money, and I can do any damn thing I want to with it. And if I want my Thai family to have it, I'll give it all to them, and you can all kiss my ass.
Give it
And
away,
that's
give it
enough
away
about
now.
that.
Hey,
I'm
so
not going to kick your ass at Dave.
What's
Yeah.
that?
I'm not
say
Yeah, I
going
know.
to kick your
Yeah, I
ass.
know it's a bad visual too, isn't it?
so
Let's see.
that was when my wife and I go to visit her family. We generally sleep in a room that's not air conditioned with a fan, and Pissinaloka is
couldn't.
very hot,
I
as Ron can tell you.
I couldn't do it. There ain't no freaking way.
But it's just,
No
but
way.
at night there's such a breeze out there in that village that
Well,
comes
that's the way I
through.
think Tom's I just brought up too. His is 800 a month. That's the way his is. He gets that
So
ocean
awesome.
breeze off the water there, and and if it's below like 75 at night, and I have a fan blowing on me, 75 and below, I'm fine. If it gets up into the 80s, it isn't like, oh, it's uncomfortable. Why don't you just suck it up? I just don't sleep. So I won't sleep all night. I won't sleep all day until eventually it will catch up to me, and I'll find a place. And if I had to in that position, I would go rent a place
For us here, if it's under about 82 or 80,
I can't do it.
we're
No.
good. The
No way.
humidity is the big thing. If the humidity's down, then we're
But
good.
see now here, that's why I said if I do anything on the motor vlog, motor camping, solo camping, motorbike deal, it'll be here in probably November, December, January, and February, because like I said, I get up in the morning here in Surin, and around this area, Tat Panom too. I know Chuck said he's even cooler, mid 60s in the morning. Doesn't get any hotter than 80 in the middle of the day. 81,
That's
something like that.
nice.
So it's great. So I can do that because I've got an electric fan, same one that I have at home with that Moto kit. I bought it off of Amazon. It's got the lithium batteries in it. It's a USB deal. So besides getting that, I can plug it into my battery bank and it'll go all night blowing on me. And it's 10
Hey,
or 12 inch.
without going into detail of exact places and everything, cheers and kudos to Mr. Mitch. Mr. Mitch went and visited my niece at her place of employment. She works at a hotel there in Chiang Mai, and sent me the video. And let me tell you something. He blew her freaking mind.
It was
Uh,
pretty cool.
yeah, her and Mitch and Dow showed up and blew her mind. I sent it on to her mom, my niece's mother, and my wife just thought it was the neatest thing. So kudos and thank you to Mitch for taking the time to walk in the 100-degree temperature with all the smoke for about 15 or 20 minutes to make that trip. Thanks, Mitch. Much
Yeah, it
appreciated,
was
brother.
cool. Hey, expat, that sounds, I don't know, what's $100? What is that? 33,000 baht?
Um,
Three, roughly 3,200, something like that. So that's fairly reasonable for everything. That's water. He looks hot water, aircon, washing machine, dryer. Said that doesn't sound too bad. Is there no central? Very rarely, Raymond. Not like the U.S. or
oh
pretty
no,
much all of our homes in the U.S. are that. Pretty much over here, it's all mini splits. And to
Thai
tell you the
homes
truth,
don't lend themselves to central air conditioning.
yeah, they're pretty far and few between.
They're, they're not designed to have one air pump and then ducting through the roof. It's far cheaper and easier to put in separate air conditioners where you need
Yeah,
them.
it is. And I think it's better. Like I said, especially if it's just me, when I was here, if I went in the living room, I turn on the living room and watch TV in there. If I decide to go back in the bedroom and lay down, I turn on the bedroom air conditioner, turn off the living room. So it would make it more economical. Hey, Douglas, did you get to meet up? I didn't talk to Mitch. Did you get to go to that meetup in Chiang Mai?
Morning,
Uh, I know you were going to, but I don't know if you did. I made the mistake of staying in. Oh God, no, no, never gonna happen. Why you tripping? Not with me anyway. Never gonna happen. I won't take the chance. Ron saying AC washing machine for stove, all big draws on juice. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I think the house and everything, once everything's settled, and I think it's going to be about with everything on. I'm talking the new room outside. The pond is going to run 24/7. The pool, the plunge pool, I'm hoping to keep it right around 6,000 baht. And if it stays there, I'm happy with that because that's what I was in my mind with budget. Dello, if it's not the
we
humid
got
heat, it's a noisy geckos. Yeah, keep
yeah.
humming. Yeah, the bugs and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. They don't bother me. If you got, I mean, I keep my room cold. My wife has the complete comforter up over her head all night long, and I'm laying in a pair of nighttime pants on the top. No, I got a little thin blanket that sometimes I'll pull over me, and I run it cold, and I feel sorry for my wife. But God bless her.
I've got my air conditioners set to 24 in Thailand. We have three of them running, I think, at most of the time, and we're only paying about 1,000 baht a month.
Yeah, somehow I think that I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to sit here and say that I got screwed, but something they didn't want to investigate what happened. They didn't want to admit to, hey, we screwed up. The meter didn't track it. Well, they just went with the highest that they could possibly think, and then they're covered, which is okay. Like I said, if it happens like that once in a blue moon, I probably won't ever say anything. But if it happens all the time, I'll lose my cool. Oh, what an honor and a pleasure it was to me. That's not what he told me, Jake. He told me he couldn't stand it. He didn't like her. He tried to smile. No, Mitch said she was a very, very, very nice young lady. So I'm looking forward if I ever
Let,
make it there.
let me
I
tell
will
you something.
definitely come
That's
and visit.
my nieces are
Reading
like
the
the
revised.
apples of my eye, man. They are the most wonderful people in the world. So I'm
Cool.
glad that Mitch was able to do that for us. We appreciate it so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Mitch just answered my question, Douglas. I guess he did meet up with you. So cool. Very, very cool. Yeah. And Paul's saying 100 is 34. Yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah, that's not bad. Like I said, I'd be happy paying 5,000. You know, it was January and February from what my wife told me was under 5,000, and I don't know the exact amounts. 47, 45, 49. It was under 5,000. Let's see. Everybody's just saying hi to each other. So I didn't miss anything,
Yeah.
did I? There's Douglas. Good morning. Mitch. Great fun. Really enjoyed meeting them. It was really, yeah. That I know that he said he was going to go there, or Douglas. You said you were going to go there. Very cool. They're all a bunch of good people, right? Um, like I said, everybody that I've met in Thailand, I've they're stand up people. So it always makes it nice. Like I always said, I think it's good to surround yourself with good people. How can you lose anything, you know? Yes, Dave met everyone. Great fun, great fun. Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Expat
Raymond,
Pete wants to know how many hours a day would you think you run your aircons, Dave?
the one in my bedroom, if I'm in here, it runs 24/7. The my mother-in-law won't run the living room one. The kids, they're spoiled a little bit on running the air conditioners, and if they're up there, they like to hang. I don't know if they stay up all night playing games or whatever, but sometimes they'll sit in their room. So they run those during the day, but I'm going to say 80% of the time, 70% of the time, they'll run them all night. It's weird. I mean, they have the ability to do it, and I want them to. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's why I built this place. So, Greater Jake saying thank you. TNW, thanks for putting that up, Bobby. Dave, how many? Yeah, that was the question. Brock asked me. Yeah, too much as far as that. Plus, I'm in here. I mean, I'm not doing. I haven't been doing much. I got to get into a routine and start walking every morning, and then going to the gym pretty much every day for at least a month, and then I'll break it to whatever I want to go every other day or whatever it's going to be. But I got to go a month straight. So I got to get into this. Got to get into this routine. Why are you tripping? I'm planning going to Chiang Mai when I go to Thailand, maybe next 2 or 3 months. Cool. I've never been there. I'm looking forward to it. Well, like I said before, they have a what looked like an awesome train that went there from Bangkok. That was a overnight car. It actually had a bed you could lay down in, a sink in there. You could wash your face, brush your teeth. You know, not because of money, excuse me, or anything else. Just as the experience, it would kind of be cool for the family, my family, to do that. And we've talked about it, and we might still do that. But a couple of people have done videos on it. I think Kevin, 30 and a Wake Up, he's got a video on taking that train. But I think if you punch into YouTube, train from Bangkok to Chiang Mai, it looked interesting to me. I thought it was
Two
pretty cool.
passports, one dream. They've
Do
done
they
it.
have one? Dave, you may have paid for 3 months together. How long was it broken?
Yeah, how long was your meter broken?
Oh, I don't know. Almost 2 months is what they're saying. There was a problem because we actually got a bill that my wife showed it to me. Said 0 baht. I said, good. They're giving us free electricity. How nice of them. I was joking around. I didn't realize that I was going to get hammered for money. But and like I said, she said that they don't really have the meter readers. And my understanding, and maybe I'm wrong, I'll verify it with my wife, but it was my understanding that they're just like day laborers. Hey, you want to go read meters today? Yeah, we'll give you this much money, go read meters. Here's a piece of paper. Here's the meters, go read them. Well, you know, these people aren't even, you know, can they see? Are they drunk? I mean, my father-in-law said that he's seen over at the other house a couple of people come up to read stuff on scooters and damn near fall over. So I don't know. I think they need to to get a little better at their electric company. And like I said, it's only one, so it's a monopoly. So whatever they say you have to do, or they just shut off your electricity. Mitch is saying good morning to my wife. Thank you, Daniel. What is the bank loan monthly payment for your house? 14,000, Daniel.
Which is not bad,
14.
really. You look at it, it's 500 baht a day. You can't rent a
Yeah,
room for that.
yeah. It's. I thought it was reasonable. What is the total on that? Like $500 US or something? 600. Somebody will do the math for me. But and I think actually it's 14,300 baht. Um, Douglas saying, "Is it hot, hot, hot? I'm going to jump in the pool." Yeah, I don't blame you. That's the one thing why I wanted to do the plunge pool immediately or as soon as possible and first in the backyard was because of that. And now I'm putting it off, and I really don't want to. So thank God it's Thailand. I could change my mind tomorrow and maybe start doing a video on digging a hole. I don't know, but I do. And like I said, it was nice when we went to Koh Chang. My mother-in-law, I didn't realize how much she enjoyed going in the pool. So we'll see. Like I said, I just want to maybe if I take off and go on a little 5, 6, 7 day little jaunt around the ocean because I'm jonesing for the ocean, even though we were in Koh Chang not long ago. Maybe I'll be fine and come back and say, okay, I'm ready to go. We'll see. How long was your meter rented? I read that one. I think 2 months, Ron, I think. Naaman. My first home had an attic fan, and we would adjust the windows. Yeah, and I'm thinking about it here too. We called them whole house ventilators in the U.S. We would put them. I would put it like up above my hallway or my staircase, highest point in the house. That's where the heat's going to rise to, and it had electric dampers on it, and then they had it would blow up through the attic because not only would it cool, you would open the windows where you wanted most of the air to come from. It was a big fan. I want to say, almost 2 foot, fan, so low RPM. But it would take not only at nighttime would be the best time to do it. Let's say you had a 100-degree day in Southern California. As soon as the sun went down, it went down to 85 or something, 80. So if you turned it on at that point, you would be sucking in 80-degree air through your 100-degree house and up through your 150-degree attic. So even though if your attic was insulated, you'd be pushing all that air out the vents in the attic, your attic vents. So now you're basically, as the temperature dropped outside, you're not only cooling your house, but you're cooling your attic, which in turn is going to help cool your house too. If your attic is down at 85 instead of 140, it makes a big difference. So, but yeah, I've been thinking about it, and I thought about it from the beginning, and probably should have put it in right from the gate, but
those are attic rat turnstiles in Florida. The rats just
they like it.
use those to get in.
I don't know. I use mine a lot. We never had anything because all the attic, the ones I would have attic vents. Of course, they'd have screen on them, so nothing's going to get in through the screen. But at each end of the attic, I would have a thermostatically driven attic fan. So it would take the attic air, got up above 100 degrees.
I lost you for about 30 seconds there, Dave.
Oh, is something buffering?
No, it's probably on my end.
Oh, okay. I had an attic fan in there with a temperature deal in there. You set it for 100 degrees, and it would suck the air out of there. But when you're using a whole house fan, you don't need that. You can just blow it out. Let's see. Tommy, TNW, when is your next update? I think he just did one, right? 2 days ago? He probably answered that. Anybody taking advantage of the dollar? Yeah, I know. What is it? 34, right? 34.3. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going
actually,
to.
yeah, actually, T&W. I was looking at my next transfer for family support and the girls mostly.
That's
And
mine's the same time, third to the fourth. I'll be transferring.
yeah, it just seems like it keeps going up, up, up. So I have to do that.
I if I ever build another home, yeah, yeah, and that might be something since Tim's here. You might want to think about that too, Tim. It'd be easy to put it in right now. I'm sure they sell them at Lasada. They would just frame out something in your ceiling somewhere, in a hallway. And mine had motorized dampers on it, so basically from the inside it wasn't too intrusive looking. They were just white blades that were closed up. If you weren't looking for something up in the ceiling, you really didn't even notice it. And they put a bunch of vents in the attic anyway. So all you would actually have to do is just have them frame out and put the fan in, and you're done. No duct work, no nothing, and just an on and off switch. But just something you might want to think about. I thought about it and I should have done it in mine. When I lived in Manila, yeah, that's still in. I mean, it could be considered what you said before. What did you say? What do we say? 3,400 baht. Um, I would think that's cheap. So I guess it's all relative, right? Um, so it doesn't sound too bad. 9,000 divided. No, 17,000. 17,000. They charged me 97 for 1 month and 70, almost 8,000 I have to pay on the third. That's the deal my wife made with them to keep it on. I let her do it all. I would have just paid it. I will be later myself. What's this? I will be later today myself. I missed something. And I'm going back to Ubon, by the way. If you guys saw the little bitty short that I put out, it was only 15 seconds. The uncle had already built the two-step base and set the, what did I say? What's the name of it? Shadi? Do you remember, Brock? What's the name of the deals they put the
Chetty.
Chetty?
Chetty.
Chetty?
Yep.
He
Phedi.
Yeah, he already put it, and he sent us those pictures, and I just did a little quick one just for family and stuff. I appreciate everybody that went on and looked at it. But we're gonna go back on the. My wife has the second, I think, which is a Monday. She has the second off, so we're gonna go on the first Sunday, just spend one night again, and then come home on the second, take a look at it. So I'll get a little short video. It's pretty cool. It looks good. And he still hadn't tiled the. I think they're going to use, because it's green. They're going to use a green tile on the two-tiered base. Jim and I will be on a budget for one income. I missed something too. What was that for? What's 417 for, Raymond? Or if anybody else knows that is actually watching instead of rambling like I am. Udon Thani, Thailand, yes, I will take advantage. I can feel 35 coming up. Let's see. Is T here? I didn't even notice. If he is, hi T. If it gets to 35, I'll bring enough over to cover the remaining cost of the house. It's probably a good idea, Tim. And mine, because I don't use Wise, I don't use anything. They give me one bot under. So if it's 34.2, they give me 33.2, and them being Chase. And they don't charge me anything if I bring over 5,000 US and above. So I'll bring over some. I usually bring it over on the 3rd to the 5th, somewhere in there. Attic exhaust fan.
Yeah.
Tommy J. Do another video on Friday, and it'll look good, by the way. If you guys haven't checked out Tim's house, I think they humped it on that brick. Looked like to me. They did mine in the white brick. They did the bathroom in the red brick. Joe's house was all done in the red brick. So I didn't really, but I don't know. It looked like there was quite a few people there, and it looked like they did a quick, good job to me. Hey, Az, how you doing? Time to get going. What is Mitch saying? See you soon. I'm wombat bound.
Yeah.
From television. And I got to get with you, Mitch. I don't know when you want to, but maybe text me sometime today and let me know what's going on, and we'll do something. I think if you want to, it's
Yeah.
up to you.
I gotta go deliver some papers shortly.
Let's see.
What's that one?
Document.
BKK.
I gotta drop
Yeah,
off.
so I don't know. I'm thinking about 1 divided by 4 and be happy.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it, Ron. I'm hoping, like I said, on the 21st, I'm gonna walk out there. If I put it in my phone alarm will go off. I'll walk off, go click, and then that way I've got it. So if they come in and my bills have been 45, 48, 52, 53, 49, and all of a sudden they're 10,000, then I might go in there and go, here, it's the same freaking kilowatts. What's the deal? And let them tell me to go screw myself. And then I will, and I'll walk out and I'll keep my mouth shut and I'll pay the 10,000 bond. But it'll make me feel better. So important to insulate. Yeah, I insulated the crud out of mine, but if I was Tim, I would definitely think about that fan. I didn't look on Lasada to see if they sell them, but they have to. They have to sell them. We lost Jake. Oh, Bobby's here. Bobby, how long you been sitting there?
Probably a
Hey,
half
Bobby.
hour, but I've been working.
Sorry about that. How you doing?
I'm good.
Let's see, expat. No, I live in Lumpur now. The $100 a month I quoted before was in Gale, not Manila. Okay. Um, let's see. No, man, I'm way behind. Dunny may come up around November, December this time of year. Too hot for me. Yeah, and I would too. And that's why I'm looking at, and I still haven't completely ruled it out. If the money comes, I still want to get that condo in Rayong next to Tom. Definitely.
Thank you, Randy.
Our new friend.
Hi, AT.
Nice one, W. Randy.
Hi, Aztec.
Let's see, even the piggy bank in the kitchen. Yeah. You know, I've said it before in here. My whole life, I've been lucky enough, or maybe not lucky enough, I don't know, to be on a budget. You know, it was like, you need to make more money, I'd go out and make more money, whatever it took. I was lucky enough to be in that position. But now when I came here, like I said, when I first came to Kamala, I said, okay, about 12 or 1,500 baht a day ought to be plenty for food and everything. And then after the first day, and I still had 900 baht left after I'd eaten 3 meals and bought in 3 packs of cigarettes and paid everything, I think I got back down to where I was spending between 3 and 500, doing whatever I wanted to do. I'd go every morning and meet Bob, the friend of mine that kind of introduced me to Nitnoy, him and his wife Pooh, for breakfast, or a smoothie in the afternoon, and eat lunch somewhere. I mean, it was hard for me to try to spend the 5, 6, 700 baht a day. So it all depends. Now I'm a little bit more self-conscious, but I don't have to bother with it anymore either, because I just give my wife flat amounts of money, and she takes care of everything. Pays the mortgage, pays the Forza payment, pays any kind of bills we got. That includes the stuff for the house, everything. She takes care of it. Then I've got a chunk of money that's mine to do with what I want, and mostly.
How do you work that out? I give Jai all the money and I still have to pay the bills.
You know what it is because you're in America. I think when I was in America, I never saw my paycheck. My paycheck went straight into the bank, and my wife dispersed it as she thought, the way it should go. And I never worried about it. I mean, I had, I'd take money out if I wanted to buy cartons of cigarettes, but she bought all the food, did all the shopping, did everything. But I never saw, for the 7 years that I worked at as an operating engineer, the chief in Fresno, the checks went in and I never saw anything. Then when my wife passed,
Dave,
and then I
did
came
you
here.
notice that Randy paid part of your power bill?
That who did?
Randy,
No. What did I do?
He
Oh,
sent you
no,
super cat.
I didn't. Now I just got down to it. Thank you, Randy. I didn't even see. I didn't say hello. I'm way behind. Uncle Craig, this is for Uncle Craig. Thanks again, Randy. I really appreciate it. You're the man. Uh, I need you to realize that you're retired and pay the nice Thai man 500 baht a day and let him cut all the shit he wants to cut and don't cut anything and don't climb on top of stuff. Just my personal advice to you. If you're not familiar with Uncle Craig's channel, awesome channel, I really think he's going to do well. He's got I think a great personality, and I think he's going to do well. But he
Yeah.
cut himself
Put the
severely.
power tool down, Craig.
Yeah, leave the.
Do
You're
not touch the
retired
power.
now. You're retired now. I don't touch any. I shouldn't say that. I touch a screw gun because I can't really hurt myself too badly with that. But anything beyond that, I just, like it's taken, like me working on a Honda. Am I really going to pull that Forza in, put it up on the center stand, change the oil filter, change all that when they charge me 235 baht to do it at the Honda dealer? $6, $7? No, I ain't gonna do it. I could see if I didn't have any money whatsoever. But I think that you probably have enough to let somebody else cut your stuff. If you don't, God, that was
I
nasty
did some
looking.
plumbing work today in the house, and I almost need to call a crane to pick me up off the floor.
God,
I
I'm
was
way
under the
behind.
sink.
But yeah, throw up the link. Okay, they just did. I think.
I did.
Bobby did. Yeah, Bobby did. But yeah, great channel. He's putting stuff out like every day, and they're interesting videos. It's not like it's just content that's that you get bored. It's good stuff. You guys will enjoy it. Definitely subscribe to him. I think he's up to he went over 100, which was really cool, and I think he's at almost 130 now. 130 people. He'll do well. He's. I'm looking forward to meeting you too. One way or another, I'll now that I have my new hot rod, I'll just jam to where you're at. How far are you away from me? 6, 8 hours? I don't know. We'll get together one day. Um, let's
Hell, is
see.
everybody 6 or 8 hours away from Surin?
I think so. I think I'm like I look at it and I go, God, that's what I really miss the ocean. Like I said, the only thing that's not checked on the list that I couldn't possibly have scripted any better in my end of life besides my wife dying. After that point, I couldn't have made it any. I couldn't have done it, even if I tried to sit down and figure out everything, except for this what's behind me, being able to see that every day when I was in Kamala. 6 o'clock in the morning, watch the sunrise, go down to the beach, jump in the water if I wanted to, take a swim. I miss that. So being able to purchase the condo in Rayong and it being 6 hours away, I could drive there, leave a scooter there, drive there, early in the morning. I don't have a problem. I'm up at 4:30, 5 o'clock anyway. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm there before noon and spend a Saturday, mainly the week, because my wife's off on that. Maybe I'd take off on a Sunday night even and stay Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, come home Friday. Spend 5, 6 days there because I only see her when I've said it before. She works, so she's up. She cooks me breakfast. She won't stop doing that, although she does let me make my own coffee now. So I've graduated to be able to make coffee. But she she comes home. She wants to talk to the kids, her mom, her dad. We talked, an hour, and then we go to bed. So I don't see her that. I guess what I'm saying is I wouldn't miss her as much Monday through Friday. So I would try to go there, but I don't mind driving the 6 hours and spending 4 or 5 days and coming back and doing that once a month would be nice. So I'm hoping that I can swing a couple of deals in the United States and be able to purchase it. If I missed anything, guys, let me know. Robert said he made Randy E a moderator. Good choice. Let's see. What did I miss? Did I miss anything? You're looking good, Brock. Wow. Ron says you're looking good. Did he shave his
Yeah.
beard?
No, He said, "Wait till you get to 70," and I said, "I've only got 6 months to go."
You're gonna be 70?
Yep.
Wow, you look better than me. Really sucks. I can't have you sitting next to me. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
His
I
face.
still have a year and 6 months to go.
Yeah, Bobby looks better than I do too. This is horrible. I try to surround myself with people that look way older than me and are twice as fat as me, and I just can't quite seem to get that to happen yet. It makes me
Well,
look thinner and younger. So
I'm 104 kilos.
I think I'd like to. I'm gonna start. Like I said, I'm gonna try to, get healthier. So in that case, that's what I'm shooting for. I was 103 when I came out of the ICU, and I felt okay. Then I was weak, obviously, because my muscles were completely gone. So I'm thinking right around 100 kilo, I would feel good at. So that's what I'm going to shoot for.
You see,
I'm
I
way
outweigh
too-
both of you guys.
Yeah, I'm way too fat now. But you're 6'2". I'm only 5'10". So
I'm 5'10" and a half.
are you? We're about the same height, but Brock's
I'm actually
closer to my-
6'3".
6'3". See, so.
Yeah.
So you can, let's see what is T and W. New Don saying I was born in New Don but left the age of 12. Know nothing about the town. Oh, Jam was. Cool, Jam. Let's see, I'm missing stuff again.
Oh, it's got to be hamburgers, Bama. I think whenever I was in Thailand, the whole time I was there, I was jonesing for a good hamburger.
Me, it's Mexican food. I do have a decent hamburger that when I'm jonesing for it, it definitely serves its purpose. Is it the best I've ever had? No. But is it way
In
good?
Surin?
Yeah, in Surin. Yeah, way good.
Okay, I'll have
It's
to
right,
find
you know,
that.
yeah, it's very easy. I can tell you right now. The Thai Wazadu, it's right next to it in the same building, right up front. You're standing in front. Thai Wazadu's over here. The little burger place is right there, and it's excellent, good, and it's reasonable. I want to say, for a double cheeseburger was like 175 baht. So, and then the French fries were like 50 baht or something. It was reasonable. Gotta love Thailand. You can new travel buddy the wombat. Now that Mark's gone, yeah, I know, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. I want to meet the people that own it, and there's a bunch of people that Mitch had told me about, Tom has told me about, and they've been really nice to me. I mean, they put up the live streams. They'll put it up on their big screen. You know, not that there's very many people there, but Tom watches it, and a bunch of others. But they're good people, nice people, and they have.
Well, I think if
they-
you do like Uncle does and get out there in that hot, sweaty, steamy sun and work during the day, you'll lose some of that.
It's probably not going to happen. I might sweat in the air-conditioned gym, but that's going to be. I should get out. What I need to do is I don't want to really to have a stroke in the heat here in the middle of the day in Surin, but I'm up at 5 o'clock, so there's no reason in the world that I can't walk from 5:30 to at least 6:30, at least for an hour.
Right.
So I got to get out and do it. But it's routine stuff. When I was younger, I had a routine. As I retired, and then all the crap that happened to me, I don't stick to anything.
I was just gonna say maybe when I get there, I can jog to your house and
Yeah,
get
yeah,
you
there
and
you go.
go for a walk.
I'll tell you what, it makes a big difference to me to have somebody that is doing something like that. Like if you said, hey, well, I'm going to go down to the park or whatever and walk around the thing. It's easier for me. It's harder for me because I procrastinate to say, Dave, get your lazy ass up and go do it. So maybe it will help me. Tell your wife, Jai, that I need you here for my well-being and health. You have to come.
Yeah, I've been
Poor-
trying
poor
everything.
I know. I feel for you.
Uncle Craig
is it?
says he's lost 15
Mine?
pounds since December. But I don't think using power tools is the right way to do it.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I agree. I guess we kind of answered that, but mine's Mexican food. There was a Mexican place in that actually Chuck turned me on to. It was a hotel and Mexican restaurant in Uban, and I was in Uban just recently. Obviously, you saw the video, but I might go back there. It was pretty good, but there's not. At least I haven't sat down and scoured Surin for for a Mexican restaurant. But on like Panda or anything like that, and you try to type in Mexican food, they don't come up with anything. but that doesn't mean that there isn't one. So I still got to search. But mine's Mexican food, I think. And I hate to say this, but when I get back in the United States, I was a Jack in the Box junkie. Give me a hamburger just floating in secret sauce to where you couldn't hold it; it just drip all. It probably had 1,000 calories for every bite. That was a weakness of mine. So I will head to a Jack in the Box and get 2 hamburgers and 2 tacos and a large root beer and eat 3,000 calories as soon as I fly into the
And
States.
some of those sloppy fries too.
Yeah, they're good. Let's see. Yeah, and steaks. I did have one. I want to say Tommy, that had the taco place in Hua Hin, a friend of mine. He took me for a steak inside the Blue Point Market or Blue Point Mall, and inside there, I don't know if it was a Tops or not, but you could go and pick an Australian steak, and it was about yay thick, because that's the hard part, finding a steak that's over an inch thick, an inch and a half or so, and then bring it to them right in the middle of there, and it was like a 5-star restaurant with the presentation, the way that they cooked it. You could order whatever sides you want. That's probably the best steak I've had, although I know there are a bunch in Bangkok. I just haven't gotten there. Hey, Off the Hook, I almost caught your last live stream. I think I missed it by about 15 minutes. If you guys are into fishing and are just want a fun-loving channel, go ahead and subscribe to Off the Hook. Put an alternator
Daniel
in the
got it.
station.
Macro's got good Australian beef. It's Harvey beef. Really good stuff.
Yeah, I got to check and find out because I do Jones for that. I am going to get a barbecue. They have the one barbecues, I don't know if you've ever seen them, that double as a smoker. It's got a big cook area here, and then off to the side it's dropped down. It's got another round tub that you can either cook on or you can put your smoke over there and push it through. 2,500 baht from Masada. So I think I'm going to order that, put it on my back deck here, and then occasionally try to find somebody. I know that, who was it? Was it Chuck's last video that he said something about Udon or something like that, had a steak place or something that him and Joe, I don't know. I'm going to check into where I could go to get a decent, I don't care what, it doesn't really matter. I don't eat it that often. So if it costs me $10 for a proper steak, I don't care. I just want the proper steak. Excuse me. Put an alternator. Yeah, save juice. I should do that because that's the only thing that I can really do. Walking and the stationary bike with no resistance because of my knees. My doctor said no resistance, just the stationary bike or walk. So that's my 2 choices.
That's a good one, Mitch. That's probably what I'd end up doing too, is have the Cobb salad.
What did he? Oh, this one? I'm way behind. Sorry, guys. If I'm missing something, put them up. We're getting close to 40, so that's where I lose it at. Just kidding. Last night I saw the best looking burgers I've seen in town. Everyone was impressed, so we confirmed the quality, but I had the best comps out. Yeah, but you were saying that everybody. I was talking to Mitch. I'm the same way. I'm sitting in Surin. 95% of the food I eat is Isan food, Thai food. So when you get out on the road, like Chuck, same thing when he's home. Joe, he pretty much eats. I don't think he eats a whole bunch of Thai food, but they eat a lot of. They go to a lot of American restaurants, and I know Mitch said he was maybe had gained a kilo or 2.
Well, I went to the cardiologist yesterday, and he told me the stents are doing good, the heart valves are pumping good, the heart's pumping good, blood flow's good, so maybe I can go back on burgers and stuff.
Anything in moderation, as far as that's always been my theory in life. But I don't think it's going to kill me either way that twice a month I eat an inch and a half thick steak. And, once or twice a month I eat a burger. Now, if I start gaining, more kilos, then I'm going to have to check in.
I did it like 3 days in 1 week when I was in Wyoming. We had a huge T-bone steak. It filled the whole plate. Then the very next day, we had great big fat burgers for lunch. I can use excuses. I was eating my
Yeah,
excuses to eat.
yeah. I could always make and find something. Well, you know what though? That's probably one of my favorite steaks is a porterhouse or a T-bone. You get the best of both worlds. One of my favorite steaks is a New York strip, and that's what's on there, and then the fillet. So you get if it's cooked properly. It's hard to cook that steak because it's close to the bone, and then the fillet is going to want to overcook, and stuff. When you get a good inch and a half thick porterhouse or T-bone, probably one of my favorite steaks. And
I think
T-bone?
it's like
The
for
Maryland.
every 6 T-bones, you get one porterhouse on the back end of it when you look at the cuts.
Is it
Yeah,
like a
I'm not a butcher expert, but that's kind of how it works. Is that like for like every 5 or 6 T-bones, there's one porterhouse
porterhouse?
on the back
Sounds
end.
about right. Sounds right.
That's why it's so much
I
better.
think I think it was Chuck that said that Joe was some kind of a butcher at one time or something. That's why
Trainee,
he's what was it?
trainee butcher.
Yeah. So because I know he's really particular. I mean, we went on the bike trip and stuff, and we had a couple of steak deals, and I still haven't had a great one, but hopefully I will soon.
Yeah.
Mr. Mitch,
Yeah, I'm
Daniel, how
not
you
too
doing?
particular. I just need good fresh vegetables for my salads.
Yeah, I do enjoy vegetables. It's not like, oh, I'm eating this. I've got broccoli and cauliflower and carrots and all that kind of stuff. And oh, but I enjoy that stuff. But I also enjoy a big giant loaf of French or Italian bread with olive oil and salt and pepper and that's the stuff I got to stay away from. But I do enjoy vegetables. Nothing better than salads. I haven't really looked here. I got to go over to Tops. Like I said before, the Thai kitchen's done. They've almost got everything moved out there. I'll have full access to my kitchen, get all their stuff out of the refrigerator, and then I'll go buy my stuff. I do enjoy salads too.
Well, you'll
But
have
like
to
I said,
follow my diet, Dave. You need to drink a fruit vegetable blend in the morning for your breakfast,
yeah, yeah.
and
This
then
morning
have a
really
nice
helped.
hearty salad for lunch. And
I
I'm
can
not
do,
sure about
I can
dinner.
do
It
that.
just kind of switches.
I can do that, and I like fish, and I like chicken, and I like vegetables. So I don't have a problem with some kind of a smoothie in the morning and some kind of a salad for lunch, and then fish or chicken for dinner. I can do it. It's just I need access to my kitchen. I can't walk in there, and all the pans have had fish fried in them, and they smell like they got to do that outside, and I need access to them. That's why I built that kitchen. So we'll see what happens. Let's see.
I think
Daniel
Paul's
says I have
doctor's
Del
trying to kill
Taco.
him.
What's that?
Paul's doctor's trying to kill him. Doctor said
Paul's
to me,
done.
stay away from red meat, bread, full cream milk, and chocolate. Chocolate? His doctor's trying to kill him.
Let's see. Daniel says I have Del Taco and Carl's Jr. 3 blocks from me in Santa Monica. No interest to go. Santa Monica, you're close to my stomping grounds, Daniel. Excuse me. Let's see. How far did I stay away from this? What you were just talking about? Chocolate.
Okay, Jam, I'll give it a try. I'm not very good at technology. I'll give it a try.
You like Sizzler burgers, a little pricey. Um, I was a big fan of Sizzler because of their salad bar. So I used to go in there and I'd get like a chicken or whatever because it costs you 99 cents more to get an entree with the full salad bar. And if I'd take it home, I'd take it home, make a sandwich out of it later. But I like Sizzler, at least in the States. I've eaten at the one here in, oh, was it Pattaya? I think Pattaya or maybe Bangkok. And I liked our Sizzler back in the U.S. better, but it was okay. What's Robert saying? I'm using a Vietnamese phone service for the citizens. Wife got excellent internet. Haven't had good internet since last time I was here.
Well, you're way
All for
back there.
five. Am I way back? All right, I'm gonna jump ahead, guys. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Steaks are okay. All the other stuff, eat and drink is a problem. Yeah, I just need to get into a decent routine. I mean, I got to eat crap my whole life. My cholesterol is still good. The only thing is I'm a fat bastard, and I need to feel healthier, and it's time to do that. So, for all the
Eat in
years up
moderation,
until I
Dave.
turned 65, I got to I got to eat pretty much whatever I wanted. So for me to maybe the last 10 years of my existence, I have to throttle it back. And like I said, I still like vegetables. So I'm going to do it. I got to do it. I feel like crap. Mr. Mitch, I'm going to the Thai consulate here in a couple of days. I hope to be in Thailand end of May or June. Cool. Looking forward to meeting up with you, Robert, too. I only recently learned what sirloin steak was. Thought it was the way they cooked it, but it's actually, it's a different cut. Yeah, it sure is, Paul.
I'm going to disown you, Paul. Fancy not knowing that sirloin steak was a cut of beef.
Sizzler, I've never tried their teriyaki steak. I will do that next time I go.
They seem to be closing all the Sizzlers down. I don't see any anymore.
It's gone in Australia.
There was a few by my son's house. I know there are a few still left in California anyway. Not a bunch of them. See, when we started air conditioning, we partnered up years and years ago. I think I mentioned this before with PG&E, and they were at that point. I'm talking years and years ago. What we did, we were into heat recovery. So we were doing a bunch of Sizzlers. We ran into a guy that owned, I want to say 15 or 20 Sizzlers, and he actually sponsored McEwen. If you ever seen McEwen's funny car way back in the day, when he pulled up to the lights, it says Sizzler across that front fender on his funny car. And he was friends with Don Perdome because I was in the San Fernando Valley. That's where Don Perdome's shop was. So I got to meet him quite a few times. But we did this heat recovery, which basically takes all the heat out of the refrigeration or your air conditioner that you would feel outside, runs it through hot water or water, and preheats the incoming water to the boilers. Instead of bringing in 70-degree water into the boilers, we were bringing in almost 100 degrees, 105 into the boiler. So it saved a bunch of energy. And I met with him and Sizzlers and found out, probably, I won't go into the certain facts that I found out what they do to their steaks and everything for tenderizing. But, but anyway, that's my Sizzler story.
See you, Mitch.
Is Mitch leaving?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mitch
Gotta
has
run.
got to meet his fan club.
Oh, has he got another meetup? Is it a Mitch meetup? He met on this thing.
Well,
Yeah,
I think
he was an okay
Well,
guy.
we're actually almost at an hour and a half, so I might bail myself.
We have Sizzler in Central World Mall. Yeah, they do in the malls here. I think Bobby's talking about California Sizzlers, right?
Yeah.
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 I know they have disappeared. There are a few.
Well, we
But,
had two of them. They were only like 2 or 3 blocks from my house, and they're both closed now. One of them's a dentist office, and one of them's a bike sales or something.
Well, I know for years and years when my first wife, she worked at Bob's Big Boy, and they closed all those down except for one in the original one in the San Fernando Valley, and there was like 10 or 12 around there. She went to work in the one in Palm Springs eventually, and I used to like their burger, what I called almost like the first Big Mac, the Bob's Big Boy. It did
Mitch says we're killing him talking about all the steaks and what was
actually you only
that?
got to talk about food, and Mitch will
I
hang.
have to leave you guys.
Talk about cooked ants
Well,
or
let's
worms.
go
And
on.
you'll still listen.
Let's get together and go on a food video frenzy, and we'll drive around for 4 or 5 days and hit every restaurant we can hit. We'll both gain 5 kilo. All right, have a good day, Az. Yeah, I don't.
Idea Studios just gone live.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. Okay, guys, 30 in the house. Thank you. Got almost up to 40. You guys are great. We're having a bunch of fun. I'm still having fun, so we'll still be doing this for a long time. Everybody that's in the chat, Jake, Bobby, and Brock, of course. Thank you guys for coming up on the on the panel. If you guys don't know
Good time.
Dana's channel, maybe did somebody already put it up? I'm sure that
Let me check.
if you
Whose
guys want
channel?
to check him out, him and his wife, Dana Ideas Studios, right? I think.
Yeah.
If you want to check it out, him and his wife, great people. I try not to step on their live streams. They only do them once a week. When mine every other day falls on a Wednesday, I usually stop at 9, which I'm going to do right now. And I'll see you guys over there because I'm going to go over there, and you'll enjoy it. Great people, really nice people. All right, guys, thank you, and I will
I
catch
just
you.
posted it on your stream, and
Okay, cool.
hopefully we'll check it out. So the Brock,
Check it out, you guys, if you want. It's a good live stream. I will catch you all on the next one. Have a great day.
Good day.
See-